Hello, everybody. It's me, AvronPlays, and I'm here with KodiakBricks.
Like Zoink Scoob, where'd you get that gun? Ree! Anyway.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
I'd be a little concerned if you were like, oh, that's fucking old. That's fucking old hat there, Kodiak. He's fucking on my case about it.
Look at this guy.
Didn't you make it down into the mining area?
Yes. I think... No, I won't, game. The joke's on you. No, I loaded the wrong one.
No worries. I noticed you had selected the fourth one, but the second one has more time.
Yeah. They're really similar.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one right before I went into the mining area. Let's see. Flare gun, I've got flares. Just fucking burn people with a flare gun.
You know, as you do. It is worth mentioning, I have been sitting on that Scooby-Doo bit all fucking day. I had to drive to Evans, which is always a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Because they're like 20 minutes of that drive where you just have no reception.
Oh, one of those.
And, like, I've got Spotify playlists downloaded, but like, I don't know, you can only listen to the same like 200 songs before you really just get sick of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, needless to say, that long of a drive with a fair portion of it where you're only able to listen to what you've already downloaded sort of leaves you alone with your thoughts.
It sure does. Oh. Well, this just got interesting.
Awkward.
Now, bitch. Now. Well, that's okay. I'll want to redo that one anyway.
Aaron dies in SIGNLIS. Kodiak. Ruh-roh.
When you die in SIGNLIS, you die in real life.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Oh, shit. Ooh, I know what I forgot. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Oh, it's just the thing about the monofilament fiber. But let's use.
Good stuff, that repair spray. Hey. What? What? God damn it. Just somewhere deeper in the mind, just a certain rave begins.
There's this tense moment. They're like fucking weeping. There are dead bodies everywhere. Dun 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 dun.
Just echoing through the cave. It'll be over soon.
You. No, you don't have anything more to say.
Spoilers, it won't be over soon. Yeah, I realized I became an adult when I started to recognize that just like a glass of fucking ice water is easily my favorite drink. Like, say what you want, coffee, it's fucking delicious, right? But like, there is no drink out there that is as versatile as just a glass of fucking water. Like, it could be 3 in the morning, right? Glass of water. You're out in the fucking desert, glass of water. You're on a Klondike. Guess what? Fucking glass of water, man. And occasionally you find yourself on a 3 a.m. Klondike in the desert. Glass of water.
So long, suckers. Oh. Ooh.
Well, click.
I really don't think I have the ammo to take this thing out.
Nope, there is some repair spray by that light up there.
Eh. Hmm. Well, that was probably not wise, but we will escape.
You.
The big fucking hole in the ground. It's probably fine.
Welcome to the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. Splish splash, you were taking a bath. You.
Beach paper.
Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin sinks. Sun sink. The shadows lengthen. The nights where black stars arise, and strange moons circle through the skies. Stranger still.
Black stars.
Yeah, you know, Will Smith, Kevin Hart. Song of unsung, his tears unshed shall dry and die. It calls me in a sea of flesh. We will become one, but I can never go back to being me. It's just out of reach.
Well, then reach in and get it.
Then
Find a stick or something.
staple all the beach papers together.
Roll them up into a bat and then I don't know what that
Fucking
means.
Reference the Black Stars. Get Idris Elba to reach in there for you.
Yeah, I'm sure Idris has long arms.
I love the theory that the whole reason Cats 2019 was produced is that someone wished to see Idris Elba naked and the monkey's paw curled. Ooh, burritos.
Beep, 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 beep. It's locked from the others. A red paper.
Offerings. And in the darkness the dead shall be offered a light and holy spices so that they may find a way out of this cursed place. That poem was awful. F minus minus. Small cup filled with sand for placing offerings. Ancestral tablets. Lined against the wall. Switching to your sidearm is faster than reloading.
Boy, I sure do love not having any bullets with guns in them.
do you mean guns with bullets in them?
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't get me wrong, the implication the other direction is hilarious.
No space. Bro. Well, fucker.
Warnings. This place. Here. Nothing valued is here. What is dangerous and repulsive? Message is a warning about the danger is still present. Time as it was is to the body. Form of the danger is disturb this place, shunned and left uninhabited. When within is killed, path here.
Wow, I love cryptic messages.
Yeah, warnings as written by William Shatner.
You were saying about mystery flesh pits?
Oh, I knew what I was referencing.
What the hell? No, I want to go back. I need more information.
Allow the flesh to consume you.
Well, I guess we're going in. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess our only hope is that this does anything. Ow, bitch. Yeah, load up the gun. Ooh.
Careful.
Ow. Ah. Are you gonna help or not? Are you just giving me false hope? Ow. Ow. Oh, so you are gonna help.
Knocked her flat on her fucking ass, though.
Oh, okay. It won't let me take it. Which I guess is fair, because it doesn't belong to me. But Still. Yeah, we'll just carry all the gun. I keep trying to go back by hitting escape. Let me tell you, that doesn't work. Oh, that's just this room. Fair enough. Wait, does this chair have spikes on it?
I think it does, yeah.
Why? I want to say there was a note about how you could make better healing stuff by using repair patches.
Yes, you combine them the red repair guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meat.
I will tell you, the first time I entered this area, I didn't bring the flashlight with me. I had a terrible time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Somebody decided to string up this monofilament wire everywhere.
Spider-Man's been getting hyper aggressive with where he's putting all this shit.
That would be terrifying, though. Like, if Spider-Man just, like, lost it and started, instead of stocking his web shooters with web, he just started shooting, like, monofilament wire at people.
Just fucking razors at people's faces. I mean, I've long heard it argued that a much, much, much scarier version of Spider-Man that would arguably be more effective at fighting crime would just like spray people with spiders. I remember looking at that and being like, yeah, no, I don't think I'd do crime if there was just a guy who was fucking liable to just send a fucking flamethrower torrent of Black Widows at my face.
Why do they call him the Spider-Man? Does he have spider-like abilities? No, it's because of all the spiders he keeps around. Yeah, it's awful. Keeps shooting them at people. Can't make him stop.
By day, I'm Dr. Miles Manners, average wasp-themed superhero. But by night, I become Dr. Bees.
What's that up in the sky? It's a bird. It's a plane.
It is a plane. The plane is carrying Dr. Bee.
What's this? A workplace overcrowded by bees? My briefcase full of bees ought to put a stop to that.
The situation has been made worse with the addition of yet more bees. This is how you do streaming and content, right? You quote other stuff that's funny. That makes you funny.
I mean, we do it all the time, so it better be right.
That's what I'm joking. Yeah, it better be fucking hilarious.
Ew. It's warm.
There's something soft and wet. It's
That's a keypad, so that has nothing to do with anything. Oh, that's one of these. Why might I be sitting on that for a minute?
well, minute.
What we're gonna do, go back in here, we're gonna stun the shit out of this guy and get in there before Longface can catch us.
Why the long face kills me.
Uh-huh. Very bad. Okay, and that was the offering room. I need to find some spices, I guess. Oh yeah, you guys are dead. I guess I don't have enough space. Wait, was that a door before? Did I miss this? Or am I getting the big insane? The dreamer.
The dream. A prison from which the only escape is death. Deep below, the dreamer floats in a sea of flesh. The red eye birthing a new world from their dream for eternity. And each time the dreamer turns over in their sleep, the world turns over too, till only flesh remains.
Cool.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a poem. A++.
A small bottle. Don't know what's up with this chalk outline. I'm not dealing with that right now. Oh, I definitely missed this room. Leave! Just leave.
Leave. Leave. Please. Place this. Leave. Aye. Leave.
Hmm. Well, I doubt that is nothing. It can't be a key combination because there are too many options. I don't know how that would be ciphered anyway, but don't trust this game anymore, so. These are the kinds of things you think about.
Naturally.
Aha. I knew carrying that key around would pay off. Okay. 26.5 millimeter grenades.
Instantly explode on impact, killing or incapacitating almost anyone nearby. Not recommended to be used at close range.
Worf. Grenade.
Wurfgranat. Patron?
Yeah.
Huh.
How big is that, Dave? In grenade
20
terms.
point. I mean, pretty good sized, but as the little tooltip indicates, they're designed to be fired out of your little flare gun.
Oh. You are so correct.
Let's see. So, I mean, like 20 millimeter grenades are kind of a like intermediate size. 40 millimeters are like your hefty boys, your chonkers.
Uh-huh.
Um, the
That's
the
like
lord
what you
lads,
see
if you
in
will.
movies.
Yeah, that's your like under barrel assault rifle. Did you ever see fucking Chappie?
Yes.
Cool. So the rifle that Yolandi is using towards the end, where she's like holding it on the side,
Uh-huh.
that's called the Paw 20, and it's actually a 20 millimeter grenade launcher.
Hmm.
South Africa fucking rules.
Oh, I guess I should, like, look at that all.
Okay, but 26.5 millimeters is 1.043 inches. So yeah, you're literally looking at a 1 inch wide shell.
So many Triforce. Yeah, that's what I thought. And since that other one is hollow, I'm guessing there's at least one more, even smaller one.
Dude, do you know how fucking disappointed I was when I started dating a Russian girl named Tatiana, and I found out that she did not, in fact, contain many smaller women within? I was fucking pissed.
Aha. I
Because you just dump it
like.
all out. Like,
Yeah,
well,
just waste it. But yeah, I bet I know what that's for. Heh. No? It asks for smelly stuff, and it doesn't want this smelly shit I found? Heresy.
truly.
The mystery continues.
I mean, you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Not in that area, I will say. This may shock you, as this is an item in a video game, but it does have a use.
Yeah. I gathered that much. I don't know anything else that wants smelly shit.
Well, ammonia and smelling salts.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was about to say, does Kodiak have to tell the anecdote about the time he had a heart attack to communicate what it is that smelling salts do?
I don't know. I've never used smelling salts.
Which is probably good. As someone who has had them used on me, holy shit, they're powerful. I was awake.
Oh yeah, this is that room. Take the shells that we left behind.
God, those shells.
The Nitro Express.
Yeah, any caliber with Nitro Express in the name, it like I I like it says on the front anti-panzer that like these are
Yeah,
meant to be anti-tank rounds.
yeah. And I mean, 16 millimeter is a pretty beefy size too.
For a bullet, yeah. That is nothing to that. I love the simple just packs a punch. Enough said.
What else would you need to know about a bullet? It's a gaping hole. Jump into it.
You know, as you do with gaping holes.
Ugh.
Ugh.
It's you.
It's you. Elster, right? Thank you for your help.
It's just like we're like, hey, you're finally awake.
God damn. Did you find who you were looking for yet?
No. Do you think I would be in the fucking flesh pits if I had?
I was gonna say you're awfully calm about being in a room made of flesh. Oh, that rifle. I don't think I want to use it again.
Don't blame you.
I don't want to fucking shoot a 16 millimeter anti-panzer round. Fuck that shit. You can have it. So exhausted. Just sick. It's hard to breathe. The air in this place feels thick. Like you could bite it.
Gross.
It's like there's fog inside my head. Some kind of head fog. I think I need to rest.
I'm just gonna keep bugging
Again,
you
maybe
until
I'm
you
just
stop saying stuff.
maybe I'm just built different, but I distinctly remember after my smelling salts incident, I was up, I was ready to fight God. Like I was awake.
Large bore, double barreled hunting rifle. Fires armor penetrating. 16mm Nitro Express. The recoil feels strong enough to break your shoulder. Yeah, I'll fucking bet.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, the main thing that combats recoil is weight. So given that this thing is like, a couple of tubes with a synthetic stock on there. Like, yeah, no fucking kidding.
A couple of tubes.
Couple of tubes.
Yeah, got some
Kodiak, how would you describe
tubes.
how would you describe barrels? Just a couple of tubes. Yeah, for anyone curious that's watching this back, so one of the largest commercial rifles you can get your hands on as a civilian is the 50 BMG. Do you want to know the measurements from that kit?
I guess I'll speak for the audience. Tell us, Sensei Kodiak.
Okay then. Um, so the 50 BMG is a 12.7 by 99 millimeter. So, and those kids normally have like giant fucking compensators on them. But what I love about this 16 millimeter fucking rifle you're running around with is it's just the barrels. Like there's nothing to spread out the distribution of the expelled gases. Nothing, just nothing. There's nothing. You fucking get fucked. So you have a round that is considerably larger than one of the largest fucking like calibers you can get your hands on. Although if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, I believe at one point there was like a 16 millimeter machine gun. What was it called?
Hmm.
Okay, close. The one I was thinking of is called the BRG-15, and it was a single barrel but dual belt fed machine gun.
Fascinating.
Yeah, not the one I'm thinking of though. Let's see. What the fuck were you called? Oh yeah, France has a lot of weird fucking machine guns. Damn it, what the fuck was it called?
Hmm.
Yeah, I swear this thing existed though. I don't think I imagined it. The KPV? No, not this thing. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that's a real thing.
What's that?
So there's a caliber that is kind of an intermediate between 308 and 50 DMG, also
Uh,
known as 338 Mapua Magnum. And I just fucking love it because some idiots in Switzerland were like, hey, this is cool. What if it came out of a machine gun? And I'm just like, hell yeah, you fucking dumbasses. Get it. For anyone curious, it's the SIG MG338.
What if there was more DACA?
But more DACA. No, if you want the most DACA, I could take you on a journey of probably one of my favorite inventions of all time, the GSH 630. The Gira Ziv Shipunov GSH 630 is a Russian 30mm rotary cannon, aircraft mounted and naval autocannon used by Soviet and later CIS military aircraft. The GSH fires a 30 by 165mm projectile. Oh god, it's the fire rate that gets me. Because, depending on the model, it has 6 barrels. So, and again, like I want to give people as much like context as I can anytime I discuss these things. So, the Americans have what's called the M134 Dillon Arrow. It is your classic multi-barreled rotating machine gun, right? It fires, like on the higher end, about 3,000 rounds per minute, or about 50 bullets a second. So, 1,000. Congratulations, you put 50 rounds down. So, it's insane, right? And you can find all kinds of video of this thing being fired. But more specifically, the GSH 630 on the lower end has a fire rate of 4,000 rounds per minute. And on the higher end, 6,000. 130mm rounds a second. Just flying down. Now, I bet you're wondering, hey, Kodiak, this sounds pretty similar to what's mounted to the A10. You'd be right, because this is the Russian version of the gun that the A10 is built around. However, there are some notable differences. One being that in the A10 program, they built the gun and then they built the plane around the gun, right? They did not do this with the Russian variant. They kind of just strapped it in. And yeah, one of my favorite aircraft that they ever did this with was the MiG-27. Yeah, the Mikoyan MiG-27. Okay, this thing. NATO reporting name, the Flogger DJ. This fucking thing. Oh, God. So there is a lovely video I highly recommend for anyone and everyone by a channel called Paper Skies. where he goes into depth on the history of the MiG-27 and shares some anecdotes of them just kind of like the issues that stapling this massive cannon to the aircraft provided. For example, at one point during like training exercises, the pilot fired the gun, and the recoil was so intense for the burst that he let out that it triggered the explosive bolts that removed the canopy. And it also triggered the ejection seat. So out he went, not of his own accord. At another point, a pilot fired, and all of the bolts that are holding like the control panel with all his like dials green out, all of them just shore, and he had to land basically one-handed because he had to use his other hand to hold up the dashboard so that he could see his readouts. There's also Aaron. You're familiar with XKCD, yeah?
What was that?
Are you familiar with XKCD?
That sounds familiar.
He's the like science stick figure comic guy.
Oh, yes.
He also writes articles called "What If," and one of my absolute favorites is his one wondering if you could fly using machine guns.
Oh boy.
So the question is as follows: is it possible to build a jetpack using downward firing machine guns? And the answer, I was sort of surprised to find that the answer was yes. But to really do it right, you'll want to talk to the Russians. The principle here is pretty simple. If you fire a bullet forward, the recoil pushes you back. So if you fire downward, the recoil should push you up. The first question we have to answer is, can a gun even lift its own weight? If a machine gun weighs 10 pounds but only produces 8 pounds of recoil when firing, it won't even be able to lift itself off the ground, let alone lift itself plus a person. In the engineering world, the ratio between a craft's thrust and weight is called, appropriately, thrust to weight ratio. If it is less than 1, the vehicle can't lift off. The Saturn V had a takeoff thrust to weight ratio of about 1.5. Despite growing up in the South, I'm not really a firearms expert. So to help answer this question, I got in touch with an acquaintance in Texas. Judging by the amount of ammunition they had lying around their house ready to measure and weigh for me, Texas has apparently become some kind of Mad Max-esque post-apocalyptic war zone. As it turns out, the AK-47 has a thrust-to-weight ratio of around 2. This means if you stood it on end and somehow taped down the trigger, note, please do not try this at home, it would rise into the air while firing. This isn't true of all machine guns. The M60, for example, probably can't produce enough recoil to lift itself off the ground. The amount of thrust created by a rocket, or firing machine gun, depends on 1, how much mass it's throwing out behind it, and 2, how fast it's throwing it. Thrust is the product of these two amounts. If an AK-47 fires 10 8-gram bullets per second at 715 meters per second, its thrust is about 13 pounds. Since the AK-47 weighs only about 10.5 pounds when loaded, it will be able to take off and accelerate upwards. In practice, the actual thrust turns out to be up to around 30% higher. The reason for that is the gun isn't just spitting out bullets, it's also spitting out hot gas and explosive debris. The amount of extra force this add varies by gun and cartridge. The overall efficiency also depends on whether you eject the casings out of the vehicle or carry them with you. I asked my Texan acquaintance if they could weigh some shell casings for my calculations, but for a while they couldn't find a scale anywhere in the house. I helpfully suggested that, given the size of their arsenal, really they just need to find someone else who owned a scale. Ideally someone with less ammo. So what does this mean for our jetpack? Well, the AK-47 can take off, but it clearly doesn't have enough thrust to spare to lift anything weighing much more than a squirrel. We can try multiple guns. If you fire 2 guns at the ground, it creates twice the thrust. If each gun can lift 5 pounds more than their own weight, 2 can lift 10. At this point, it's clear where we're headed. If we add enough rifles, the weight of the passenger becomes irrelevant. It's spread out over so many of them that they don't notice. And drawn here is a man standing on a platform with just hundreds of rifles pointed at the ground. As the number of rifles increases, since it's effectively many individual rifles flying in parallel, the craft's thrust-to-weight ratio approaches that of a single unburdened rifle. But there's a problem. Ammunition. An AK-47 magazine holds 30 rounds. At 10 per second, we'll get a measly 3 seconds of acceleration. We can improve this with a larger magazine, but only up to a point. It turns out there's no advantage to carrying more than about 250 rounds of ammunition. The reason for this is fundamental and a central problem in rocket science. Fuel makes you heavier. Each bullet weighs 8 grams, and the cartridge, the whole bullet, weighs over 16 grams. If we add more than about 250 rounds, the AK-47 is too heavy to take off. This suggests that our optimal craft comprises a large number of AK-47s, a minimum of 25, but ideally at least 300. Carrying 250 of ammunition each, the largest versions of this craft would accelerate upwards to a vertical speed approaching 100 meters per second, climbing over half a kilometer into the air. If you want to work through the math on that in more detail, there's a good primer here. He provides a link. So we've answered Rob's questions. With enough machine guns, you could fly. But our AK-47 rig is clearly not a practical jetpack. Can we do better? My Texas friend suggested a series of machine guns, and I ran the number on each one. Some did pretty well. The MG42, a heavier machine gun, had a marginally higher thrust-to-weight ratio than the AK-47. Then we went bigger. The GAU-8 Avenger fires up to 61-pound bullets a second. It produces almost 5 tons of recoil force, which is crazy considering that it's mounted to a type of plane, the A-10 Warthog, whose 2 engines produce only 4 tons of thrust each. If you put 2 of them in one aircraft and fired both guns forward while opening up the throttle, the guns would win and you'd accelerate backwards. To put it another way, if I mounted a GAU-8 on my car, put the car in neutral, and started firing backwards from a standstill, I would be breaking the interstate speed limit in less than 3 seconds. As good of a gun as this would be as a rocket pack engine, the Russians built one that would work even better. The aforementioned GSH-630 weighs half as much as the GAU-8 and has an even higher fire rate. Its thrust-to-weight ratio approaches 40, which means if you pointed one at the ground and fired, not only would it take off in a rapidly expanding spray of deadly metal fragments, but you would experience 40 Gs of acceleration. This is way too much. In fact, even when it was firmly mounted in the aircraft, the acceleration was a problem. He provides an excerpt. The recoil had a tendency to inflict damage on the aircraft. The rate of fire was reduced to 4,000 rounds a minute, but it didn't help much. Landing lights almost always broke after firing. Firing more than about 30 rounds in a burst was asking for trouble from overheating. But if you somehow braced a human rider, made the craft strong enough to survive the acceleration, wrapped it in an aerodynamic shell, and made sure it was adequately cooled, With the GSH 630, you could jump mountains. Thank you all for joining me on this reading of XKC.
Thanks for coming to my TikTok.
It's so fucking funny. Oh. Yeah, you took me out. That one.
What am I missing here?
A grand question for which I have no answer.
There's like a whole ass body here, or like a scorch mark or something. And I don't know where. This is the one with the speaker in it. The microphone. Hmm. Feels like I've looked where. This lack of map is killing me. I have no idea why this would work, but we are to that point where I will just test whatever.
Being at that point, would you make a hit?
One hand.
I seem to recall in your recent past that playing the radio near a microphone was helpful.
Well, I thought about that, but I have no idea what to play on the microphone. Let's run over there. Oh, fascinating. I hate radio.
It wasn't video that killed the radio star. It was Avco.
Yeah. Yes, you do have to listen to this while I look for my notebook. It's imperative. Let's see, we've got like a asterisk shape. It's like that. And then does that look wrong to you? I don't know what to call that shape, but we will note down the combo anyways.
It looks like a hexagon to me.
No, this one looks like a...
This is a pentagon.
Okay, no, I guess it was a hexagon.
Aaron, do I need to tell you that they hit the pentagon?
Fuck you and your hexagons. see, that one's clearly a triangle. All these fucking wavy lines are giving me a headache. Do I know that one?
At nice kilohertz.
I hoped you enjoyed that serenade.
It was a total experience.
This one's like fucking diamond. There we go. Wow, okay. Rude.
Vibes in here, a little toxic.
No. Fuck you. And now we get to, the best part is we get to cheat, and we already know the code. You can't control me anymore, game. Fucking mind your own business. There's... What in the fuck is this? Uh, one of those. Wait. Rude. Uh-huh. Oh.
Not quite. Good idea. Not quite.
I feel I have to complete the doll. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Oh, whoops.
Ooh. Ah!
Yeah. Now, looking. Making it manually. That was probably a little too close.
Woof.
Even with the big old rifle.
Oh. Donk. That'll do it.
Yeah, 3's not bad, I guess. All that for a little wooden doll.
Yep. So much violence for a little bit.
He even has a skull on it. Let's see, how many shotgun shells? Like 3. Ugh. Ammo sure comes at a premium these days.
Yep.
Got him.
Noise.
Just stash that away for now. I keep opening my menu to look at the map. It's like... Oh yeah, I can't do this one with flashlight. That's the big crazy one. The Empress Hand.
The Empress. Empress. On the first day, she was crowned. On the longest day, nothing was done. On the next day, she was wed. On the last day, she took her life.
Mm. Okay, this will be what I've been collecting all those rings for. So we'll worry about deciphering that when we have the puzzle items we need.
Come to my lab. Well,
Let's go.
sitting here trying to intro dear sweet garlic into my lap. All of a sudden, nice cut. Come here, goof. Yeah. We're gonna negotiate. Is that what's happening?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, careful.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that was tough to navigate.
Hi, little. Yeah. What are you telling? Hey, dude. Yeah. What's up? What's the next? Yeah, you tell them. Is that a baby boy? Are you, in fact, a baby boy? Oh, handsome guy. Hello. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Licorice. His name is Licorice. Yeah. Hi, handsome. Oh, you want dinner? I see how it is. Okay. Hi, Kodiak. Is that what you're after too?
We need to take a cat break.
That they will survive, despite their constant that they won't.
No.
Oh.
That
Oh
fucking
yeah.
did it.
Round. Yeah, I thought you were just shooting the pistol for a second. So when I saw the explosion, I was like, "What the fuck did you hit?"
I'm just that good.
Yes, fuck. Come here. Hi. Oh, yes, it's so neat. So neat. Oh, is that the border? Yeah. Oh. What's the good deal? What's the deal? Look. Oh, so sweet. Yeah. Donk.
I guess because I hit it with the grenade, it only took one that time.
Yeah.
Which is all the better for me.
Oh, it's gone. Hello. If I look like a baby, you get so mad.
You said something with "so" in it.
So I am pretty excited for next week. Partially dread next.
What?
So I said I'm pretty excited for next week, but I'm also partially dreading.
What's next week?
So Brick Slopes, the big like Utah Lego convention,
Uh-huh.
is coming to town,
Uh-huh.
and as a part of that, I'm going to be going. In fact, I've like taken time off work so that I can be there.
Uh-huh.
The reason I'm not excited is I get to unleash Thomas the Tank Spider upon the world.
In real life?
In real life, the one I actually built.
Oh my
again,
god.
the whole reason I even... Because I designed it back in 2020, right? In what can only be described as days of design. That being said, I went to Brick Slopes last year, and my partner, I was meeting a internet friend from Texas there. And what was hilarious is like I don't show my face, but I'm acutely aware that I do have a relatively distinct voice.
Uh-huh.
And so we're standing in line for this friend's booth, and I know what they look like, so I've already pinned them. Already have what it is. But my partner, we're looking at some of the shirts and other things that are on display, and they're like, "Oh, I think, maybe we should get, one of these shirts or something like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think we can." They've got some pretty fun designs, and without like suddenly my friend looks up and they're like, "I recognize that voice." It must be Kodiak. I'm like, "How?" Didn't want to interrupt you. You were helping customers. But in like conversation and in hanging out, my partner brings up the Thomas the Tank Spider design, and his friend is like, "Oh, do you have it on display here?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not building that nightmare." To which I am then given a bounty, which is to build that nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, over the last year, I've sourced the parts. I've admittedly done a little bit of redesigning, as it was not as structural sound as I thought it was going to be.
Uh-huh.
But the things you can only have in the hindsight of building.
Yeah, you couldn't have known that in the digital realm.
Precisely. So I've redesigned some of those elements. This year, it's going on display.
Oh yeah. I hope you suffer. I hate those type. No. What the fuck? Why would you shoot him again? Game. Why do you do this to me?
How could this happen to me?
I refuse to die here.
Play the sacrifice, you mean eat the fucking Cracker Barrel?
Fucking Cracker Barrel. You know, I've never been to Cracker Barrel, but I know some people swear by it.
I know some people do. I like to refer to them as wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure as a white person, when you die, that's where you respawn.
I was hoping for more rings, but instead I got another plate. So that's interesting.
So that's cool.
I've got that going for me, which is nice.
Which is nice.
Take one of these and just... I only have 2 rings. Pretty sure I need 4. Go have a look, I guess. Ah!
Nice.
Okay, what was the thing again? First day.
On the first day, she was crowned. On the longest day, nothing was done. On the next day, she was wed. On the last day, she took her life.
Hmm. Okay. So I guess if it's ordered, oh, but it's probably this way since it went out of its way to make it backwards. I would say I need this one and this one, and then this is the long one. Let me put the wedding ring on this one. And then that leaves another finger that we don't have a ring for.
So hopefully you only need the third. Hi, Garlic. Are you sure? Hold you like a baby? Will you change like a baby? Yeah. Oh. Oh, here we go. Hi. Hi. Ow. 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 Okay. Okay. Hey. Fine.
You having a
Love you
little
too.
trouble?
I picked her up like a baby, and she said, "No, thank you." I can't. Is Dad making funny faces? Yeah. You- There we go. Oh, I see, Garlic. You want to be near, but on your terms. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I think what I love about Garlic is she has the longest, softest, floofiest hair, but she absolutely loathes being brushed.
Hmm. Okay, I missed these doors here, so. Oh, was that 053 that I saw?
Yes.
Oh shit, there are also normal enemies in here.
Indeed. Thud. Ooh.
One, one.
11.
There we go. Alina's diary.
Sorry. long has it been that I'm down here? How did I get? Where is this place, and why am I? My memory feels so blurry, as if I had always been. Even my hair is slowly turning white. I remember my name, and I remember my life. I also remember a different name and a different life. And it feels like the line between her and me is blurring the longer I stay here. Lena.
Now we've got that. Aha. So there are 6 plates.
Yes.
Interesting. Scary. Go through the door. Weird. Not supposed to separate. Rude. You gotta be sneaky, Dave. You gotta be sneaky.
So very stealthy.
Oh,
Nice.
the plate of knowledge. Bye.
Anyway, see ya.
How many plates do I got now? 5. Bet I know where the last one is.
Do you want to save?
The plate of love. Oh, I'm almost disappointed. I thought for sure that they would come back to life and attack me after I got the thing. Oh yeah. Let's go this way. It's easy. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling, Dave?
I will be honest, I'm starting to fade. So it might be a
Yeah,
good time to call it.
that's yeah. That's fine.
Thanks for having me, though.
All right. Thank you for coming, everyone. Especially you, Kodiak.
That's what people call me.
I'll see ya next time.
Deuces all.